We're back.
It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without a strong rhyme to step to. Think of how many week shows you slept through. Time's up. Sorry I kept you. We miss you guys so much.
We missed you. Hey, baby.
It's been weeks since I've been on here, so I hope I remember how to do this thing here with you guys. Good morning. My name is Brian K. McNeill.
And I am Dr. LisaSantiagoMcNeilll.
And thank you for tuning in to our show. Let's talk about it.
Thank you.
We talk about personal conversations,
business information,
and spiritual inspiration.
With a little bit of shenanigans thrown in.
And we do have an interesting topic today. Today's topic is time out.
Time out.
Time out.
Time out.
What is that all about? And we're going to explore all of that. We're going to have a good time with it. We're going to enjoy you.
And we're going to share with you how the last few days have been and definitely check in with you. We want to know what's going on. And we are excited to be back. But we're going to be back in a moment right after these messages. We'll be right back. Bing.
Good morning. My name is Brian McNeill.
And I am LisaSantiagoMcNeilll.
And thank you for joining us on our show, Let's Talk About It. We come to each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Like. All right. We are back.
This is Wednesday.
Hey, Uzama
man. Good morning to you, sir. I'm so happy to see you. But this is Wednesday, and we do have a submission from our inspirational speaker himself, Mr. Mark Greer.
It's actually the one that we were not able to give on last Wednesday. So we are right in the thick of things.
So you're going to see Mark Greer and his suit today. Yep, my wife was rocking a black top, so I figured, what a great time for me to bust out my black turtleneck. Now, black
turtleneck is back.
The black turtleneck is not just a shirt. The black turtleneck is tactical gear.
It's part of your super suit?
Yeah, it's part of your super suit. You wear the black, and you have to be stealthy. See, you have to sneak up on something or be stealthy. You wear your black turtleneck.
Your stealthy suit.
Yes. It's part of my
super.
Where's my super suit? I love that scene from The Incredibles.
Yes, I love it too. Absolutely.
He yells out to his wife, "Where's my super suit?" And she goes, "Why do you need it?" You know, and the city's in danger. She goes, "My evening's in danger." What about the greater good? I am the greatest good you're ever going to get.
We're excited for today. Understand this is Wisdom Wednesday, and some of the wisdom is in the title. Time out.
What does that mean to you, brother Uzama? Time out.
Time out. When do you sometimes time out? We were talking about time out before the show. Time out is sometimes a tactical timeout given by coaches in different games. I was going to say football game because it's football season, but I mean, timeout is played by any sport.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's called by any sport. But when they need to stop the momentum is what Brian said.
Staying negative momentum. It's
or
not going
when
well.
They need to introduce a new play.
Mm-hmm. Or highlight something. Or even sometimes you call a timeout because you see your star players need a rest.
They need a break.
They need a minute. They've been out there all game. They haven't sat down. And they can see that they're falling behind a step. They're getting taken advantage of. Timeout. Sit down. Catch your breath. You know, and
switch the team out for a minute.
Yeah, sub. You know, we don't get the sub in life hardly, but we do get a chance to take timeouts. The more we talk about this topic, the more I think this is important. Taking a timeout in life. Doug Uti, you know about timeouts. You know, when do you want to call a timeout? If you're coaching, when do you want to call a timeout? I want to call a timeout. The time is running late in the game. And I want to make sure that my team understands our philosophy, strategy, and what we're going to do. When we get into a tight, when we get into a pinch, this is what we run. That's just what we do. Mm-hmm. You know?
Good morning.
Taking a time out.
And sometimes when you don't take the time out,
Your body gonna make you take a
you're
time
gonna
out.
get a timeout.
We got sat down for the last week. My wife and I both. We got sick so much so that, and it's when I look back at it this past week, baby, there were days when I wanted to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be doing. My heart was to be doing.
Honestly, I feel like we did more than we should before we should because we were both feeling that way. On yesterday and Monday, yesterday was Tuesday. So on Monday and Tuesday, we both had moments of I'm back, I'm good, I'm ready to go. And we decided instead of saying, you know what, let's take another day, we both pushed forward intermittently. He pushed forward on Monday, and I pushed forward on Tuesday.
And paid for it.
And paid for it. It became evident.
I got so wiped out. I had a surgery, just like Lisa said. So I applied myself in. I tried to do. And then when the crash came, it was so severe. Miss Peggy, it took me out again. I was like, oh my God, what am I doing? Even yesterday. Although today I will say I feel better than I have felt in a week. Today I feel better.
Absolutely.
But I'm scared to push.
I think that's why it shouldn't be a push. It should be half-mast. I think
my schedule's full today.
I know that's part of the problem. But guess what? We do control our schedule. And one of the things that I realized, and I had a couple of people that I had to follow up with, and because my clients are very, very important, I'm grateful that I was able to integrate them into periods of rest, right? But it is imperative in order to be your best to take some rest. Amen. Uzama said spring break is near, and I'm looking forward to time out of school to recharge.
I'm former military, and a lot of you already know. And I went into leadership in military. I got through what's called PLDC, Primary Leadership Development Course, and I was a student first sergeant there. I was in leadership school, and then I was airborne. I took advanced classes, things like that. And I took other classes too, so to get a different award, different ribbons and all that kind of things. But one of the things the military taught me was soldiers learn best if they learn for 50 minutes, take a 10-minute break, and then learn for another 50 minutes. Then they would have learned, they retain more. They retain more if they work for 50 minutes in classroom setting, 10-minute break, then another 50 minutes, than they do if they go straight 2 hours. They retain less if they go straight 2 hours without those 10-minute breaks.
Good morning, Monica. She says, Lisa, those earrings are fire.
Aren't they?
And Brian looking good in that turtleneck and necklaces.
You know what? I decided to rock the rhinos as well. My rhino thing here. And I think it looks good against my turtleneck. And of course, I rock my whalebone.
He got on his super suit.
I got on my super suit today.
Good morning, Dr. Beverly. She says, Grand Rising to my favorite, awesome, beautiful family. You have been missed. Amen.
Girl,
and we miss
you.
We miss you.
I still got that congestion in the core of my body. A lot of congestion right in the middle of me. Like when I just coughed just now. That's what I still have. But I got to work. I want to work. I want to work today. So I don't want to be not working today. But today's topic is interesting to me, Monica and Peggy and Doug and Dr. Beverly. Time out.
Time out. Take a time out before a time out takes you.
Oh, the crew is excited to hear y'all's voice.
Yay,
good morning to the crew with Dr. Beverly.
And good morning, Antinobi.
I'm excited to hear that the crew is excited. That's exciting to me.
Absolutely.
Antinobi Evans, I can't wait to do your jam today, Antinobi. Katura Green is in the house. Good morning,
Katura.
I appreciate, let me say this, I appreciate all of you guys who checked on us, who set prayers up on our behalf. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
We appreciate all of that. Yep. And those prayers were very heartfelt. And, I like the home remedy recommendations and suggestions. I heard some good ones. I really like all of them.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Amen. Antonobi says, get that castor oil, Brian. Castor oil, Brian. It works out that stuff on your chest.
Maybe I need some,
Amen.
but I do have something right. It's like right past my breastplate into my chest or in the core. And when I go, I can feel it then, or if I'm coughing, and sometimes if I try to laugh, I feel it then too. So from right middle of me all the way up to my throat. Like right there, I felt it all. So it's got to get cleared out. I'm not 100% yet.
Are you saying castor oil or castor oil?
She said them both before.
Well, I'm asking for clarification. Mm-hmm. And are you talking about the one that you take or the one that you apply?
I heard those recommendations. Put some Vicks Vapor Rub on you. Last night we got one to use that saline spray in your nose. And it said on the bottle, take 2 sprays of each nostril. I did 1 spray of each nostril, and that was enough for me. No more. That's all I did.
Amen. But sometimes the best remedy is time out.
Yeah.
It's rest. Time out. It's rest. It's veg. It's chill.
It's just that we don't know how to do it. How do you do that?
Well, that's why I think sometimes if you don't sit down, you know what I always say?
You get sat down.
You get sat down. If you don't sit down, you get sat down.
Yep. The challenge is, how do you take a time out as an adult? What do you say, Dr. Beverly, when you need a time out, or do you ever take a time out? Do you ever get a time out? What do you say, Sister Peggy? I really want your opinion, Sister Peggy.
Yeah. How do you give yourself a time out?
Peggy will make it seem like a poem if she answers the question, instead of just saying, this is Peggy, will put it in prose, is how she speaks. So I really want your thoughts on that. Dr. Deborah, I'm so excited you're in the room.
Hey, Dr. Deborah. And that's absolutely right. That's, sometimes as an adult, we don't know how to take a time out, particularly if you are the primary responsibilitor, right? Dr. Deborah says, so happy you guys are feeling better. We are feeling better today. I'm grateful because we played Herd on Monday. Amen. Yeah. Monica says, when I take a time out, I craft. Amen. So sometimes that's the mental time.
I love that because it's a strategy for her. She crafts what you take. I haven't had a cigar in over a week. Mm-hmm. Okay. What? No, because I can't do it. So, in just 4 minutes, we do have a submission today from our inspirational speaker himself, Mr. Mark Greer. He did submit something. We do that on Wisdom Wednesday, so we're going to launch that in 4 minutes from now. I'm looking forward to whatever Mark got to say.
I'm looking forward to it as well. Antonobi says, the one you take in the little blue bottle, castor oil, Walgreens or CVS.
Okay. I like all that stuff. So some people say stuff like limes and, all kinds of remedies, concoctions that they were recommending. I like all of them.
Dr. Deborah said, thank you both for showing up for us on Monday evening. Absolutely. You're very welcome. We did. We played Herd on Monday. As a matter of fact, it's Wednesday, and I haven't uploaded the recording to the group. So for those of you who are part of the team, I promise you I will get it out there this morning. But after Monday, I think I laid down and I called it a timeout.
What Dr. Deborah's talking about, if you're not familiar, is every Monday night at 8 p.m., we host an event called the Sales Confidence Mastery Group. Mm-hmm. And Lisa and I were actively rescheduling our whole day on Monday because we both were really sick. But we thought it was too important to miss. Mm-hmm. We couldn't miss Monday night's training because we thought it would set a bad precedent, Dr. Deborah, and we didn't want to set a bad precedent. So we summoned whatever energy we had. And my lesson, if you notice, was a light lesson. It was a shorter time teaching, but more Q&A, but it worked out pretty good.
It still was good. It still was really good. Mm-hmm. And I'm grateful because sometimes time out, which I was about to say, is that the difficulty in taking a time out is just, how do you do that when you are the primary responsibilitor?
Yeah. How do you do that?
How do you do that when you're the one?
If you're the head of the household, if you're the breadwinner, how do you take a time out?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. How do you do it? Well, I'm going to tell you what my mentor back at IBM taught me about timeouts.
Uh-oh.
So She said, get a bucket of, yeah, she said, get a bucket of water and put your hand in it and go like this. And you see that there's a hole in that bucket of water. And as soon as you take your hand out, the hole is gone.
Yeah.
And she says, and watch this. And she put her hand in and she spun it around. And she said, now it's back. And you've not even been missed.
That's right.
Because it's so important to understand that if you don't take care of you, when you're gone, it'll be replaced with something else. Now, that may seem like a harsh reality, but the truth of the matter is you are the most important, the most valuable player.
Let me catch up Dr. Beverly and Dr. Deborah because we got 1 minute to mark. Dr. Beverly says,
time out. For me, time out for me means, time out for me is, it's an understatement. I was told just last night, my sister in Bennettsville said, girl, you need to sit down somewhere. Sometime you do too much. You do too much. I immediately said to myself, that's a book. Hey, sis, you doing too much. And the response will come with an explanation that turns into an excuse. Starting like this, doing too much for who? This sounds fun. That's exactly right. And we spoke about it. She said it was a really good. We had the opportunity to ask loads of questions. Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Sister Peggy says,
I struggle with this discipline, but I just found a Toastmasters club and love it. That is a timeout for me. Usama is constantly encouraging me to drink more water, get more sleep. I'm working on kind of time outing. I am looking for a spa that I can start going to monthly for a massage.
That's personal maintenance. That's amazing. We did it right on time. Thank God we did that. We right on time. It's 9:15. It's time for us to receive whatever Brother Mark Greer wants to submit for us.
To your Empowerment Duo family, here it is again, another edition of Wisdom Wednesday. You know, someone asked me the other day, they said, Mark, do you believe in miracles? And I told them that I did. And then they asked me the question, why? And as I looked at him and laughed, I told him, I believe in miracles because I am one.
Right.
And as he looked puzzled, I said, let me explain something to you. When you fully embrace the fact and know and believe that you yourself are a walking, talking, living, and breathing miracle, you'd be amazed at the miracles you can create externally. You see, until you embrace, know, and believe in the miracle that is you, you won't create miracles out here in the world. But when you fully get it, when you fully embrace it, when you fully take hold of it and wholeheartedly believe that you yourself are a miracle, nothing is impossible. Not only would you be a miracle for yourself, but check this out, you will be a miracle for someone else too, because as you live your life, there is someone who is destined to cross your path, who is meant to experience the miracle that is you. So don't shy away from stating, from knowing, and believing that you yourself are a miracle. Because Empowerment Duo family, each of you listening to me now are that miracle, not only for yourself, but for someone in your circle, for someone in your families, for someone who will cross your path one day. And when they do, you will be the person in the right place at the right time with the right message and the right presence to have that miracle enter their life. So Empowerment Duo family, what I want you to do today is to get this in your mind, believe it wholeheartedly in your soul, that there are over 1 million people who will close their eyes for the last time as you're listening to me. But as the Winans said in their song, millions didn't make it. But I was one of the ones who did. Empowerment Duo family, millions did not make it this morning. But you were one of the ones who did. And because you made it, because you are here, it means the miracle that is you is meant to still be in this world. It's meant to impact someone. That miracle still has work to do. So my challenge to you this morning, Empowerment Duo family, as you unleash the miracle that is within. Get about doing your work. Don't hesitate. Don't wait. Don't shy away from letting your miracle bless and exceedingly bless other people. Because when you do, you might just be amazed at the miracles that come back to you. That's all we have for you this morning. I want to ask each of you a favor. Before you close your eyes tonight and go to bed, pray. Not for anyone in particular, but for everyone in general. Because there are many people who are suffering in this world, who have given up hope, who are desperate, who feel despondent. And they don't know who to ask for help. They may be at their wits' end, but a prayer from you, a combined prayer with the miracles that all of you represent, may just be what they need to come back from the ledge, to make it another day, to hold on. If you would do that for me, Empowerment Duo family, I would greatly appreciate it. We'll talk to you again soon. Peace.
Amazing. Amazing message. That was beautiful. It's too good not to share that bigger.
Absolutely.
We got to figure out a way to share that message bigger to the world.
Hey, Miss Phyllis.
That was amazing word. I'm so grateful, Dr. Beverly and Dr. Deborah Dunstan, that you immediately shot your hand up and said, I am a miracle.
Peggy said, that is so good. I'm going to write a speech centered around this message.
Oh, wow. I can't wait to see it.
Thank you, Mark. Amen.
I really hope Mark comes today, because he's impacted me a lot of his messages over the years, but today was even more. That message was amazing, Mark Greer. Thank you, sir. When he was first started talking today, I was thinking, for his friend said, do you believe in miracles? And he says, yes. And his friend was like, well, why? And my first thought was, if you don't believe that, you do too believe in miracles, we all do. And if you don't think you believe in a miracle, watch a childbirth. If you watch a childbirth, you'll believe in a miracle right then. Watch that happen. Watch a baby suckle his mother for the first time. You'll believe in a miracle right then. How did that happen? Wow. There's miracles. You are a miracle. Dr. Beverly, you've been so beautiful this morning and through the years for us. But as Mark was talking and I saw you raise your hand saying, I am a miracle, I was remembering the moment where I saw you in your most angelic place, your most sweetest face, and your spirit was so high. Because Lisa and I, we hadn't seen things that you were doing. We knew that you were helping other people. We knew that you had loaned money out. We knew that you had shown up for different things. And then when we discovered that you were homeless. Now, at the time, Lisa and I were living in a 2-bedroom townhouse. And I said, no, you're not homeless. Because I was thinking you could sleep on our couch or something like that. And she said, my wife was right there with me. No, I'm fine. And this aura came on her face. He goes, I'm fine. You don't worry about me. I'm fine. And very shortly thereafter that, she landed in her own beautiful home. But boy, just hearing that story, knowing that she was giving, we did not know that she was homeless at the time. And that was before the pandemic. We didn't know that she was homeless, but we had been seeing her around. But the beauty and the strength that she showed right then, that's why I'm going to forever be your big brother. I'm going to forever be your fan, Dr. Beverly.
Amen. Good morning, Miss Phyllis. Dr. Deborah says, thank you, Brother Mark, for your powerful words and reminder that I am a miracle.
That's Deborah, right. I am a miracle.
And you are a miracle, and you are a miracle, and you are a miracle. Good morning.
If you ever get a chance to hear Dr. Deborah
thank you for joining us. Hey, Mama Joan, thank you for joining us this morning.
You are a miracle. Thank you, Mark.
You are a miracle. Absolutely.
Good morning, Chef Rev and Mama Joan. I miss seeing your face, but we couldn't make it this past Sunday, Lord.
Lord. We're giving everybody the cooties. If we had come to service.
We were
but I
a
heard
mess.
that it was wonderful. Amen.
This past Sunday, we were coughing and snorting, and we were just a mess, all of us. Ugh.
Brian and I were terrible. Fortunately, by this weekend, Mama was feeling better.
Yes.
But we had to isolate or quarantine in place in order to keep from sharing it around the house and around the house and around the house.
Good morning,
Amen.
Brother Tony League. How you doing, sir?
Good morning. Good morning. Antonomy says, my God, an angel servant of God, Dr. Beverly.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. She is a fantastic servant of God, and we're so grateful to call her a part of the empowerment family.
I'm so thankful for all of you guys. Miss Phyllis is in the room again, too. Thank you very much. The miracles. Mark Greer, you set us off today, bro. I really hope Mark Greer can find time to get in this room today.
That's right, Uzama. He said, out of thousands of sperm cells trying to get to the egg, ours did.
20 million.
Talk about a miracle. That's right, 20 million to 1.
20
you
million.
Beat out 20 million to 1 odds.
Yes. You were born having won a race, a swimming race. Okay. 20 million sperm cells was trying to do the same thing that you did. Okay, but you won, and you're the one that got to inseminate that egg and create a life. Mm-hmm. You're the one. You were born a miracle.
And that's just the first leg of the race.
And you were born an original. Go ahead.
Because after the sperm gets to the egg, there's still lots of things that egg, that zygote, that embryo, all of the things that it has to go through before it becomes you.
Has lots of chances to fail along the way, but it didn't. Okay,
you're here.
That's right. Oh, I wrote an article about that before, and I had a picture of the sperm as it was inseminating the egg, and I published it on LinkedIn. It was a while ago though, but I did write an article about the miracle of your birth, and you won the race in the beginning.
Hey, Craig, he says, good morning, everyone. Have a great, blessed day on purpose and enjoy it to the fullest.
Good morning, Miracle Craig, Miracle Peggy, Miracle Uzama, Miracle Antonobi.
That's right. Today's declaration is, I am a miracle.
Say it with me now. I am a miracle. Woo! And that's the truth.
It's
the absolute truth. You know, in my life, there have been times when I could have been dead. My first car, curvy roads, curvy downhill and raining. My Mustang GT Burgundy with the word Mustang and gold lettering on the side. First seats, loud system, 19-year-old Brian K. McNeill with his fly ride. Coming down the curb, hit the bottom of the curb, there was a puddle. My tire hit the puddle, my back end fishtailed, and my car went off the side of the road, and it twirled over 3 times, landed on its head, spun around, and the whole time I had on my leather jacket, I had a burgundy leather jacket on. The whole time I was aware, I'm going like this. And after all of that, my car got totaled. We had barely missed hitting a big tree. I got out when the car finally stopped. I climbed out through the window. I reached in and got something. I reached in and grabbed my bag and looked at my car. Realized all I had on me was a scratch on my wrist. That's it. I had a scratch on my wrist. Car flipped over 3 times. That's all I got.
That's right, Dr. Deborah. That's crazy.
That's a miracle.
That is a miracle. You know, I think about miracles. If I think back, it's wonderful. Dr. Deborah says, I won the race in the beginning, Brian. I like that. That's absolutely right. And along the way, we won the race, or we won against some of the tragedies in life. There were situations, I think 17 or 18 years old, I remember being in a stairwell. I can't remember if it was 17 or 18, but I was in a stairwell in Manhattan because I had just left the Bronx to go on a drug run by myself, Craig, to pick up drugs from an apartment in Manhattan. And I made it in, got the drugs, and made it out in the hallway only to be stopped and apprehended at gunpoint with a gun to my throat and apprehended. They took the drugs, but they didn't take me. They didn't touch me. They just let me go. And that was because it was
That could have been going
it could have been so worse.
Yep.
It just wasn't. It was a miracle. It was a miracle. It was a miracle.
You got stories like that too.
Dr. Beverly says, big brother and big sis, you both offered more to me than my own family. You shared love when I felt like nobody loved me. Spaces where I felt like I wasn't lovable. Just one word to me that made me know that there's a friend that will stick closer than a brother. And you said it without any round table discussion. That's why I tell people you're my big brother. You two reached to love me. At the time, I couldn't see the love.
Oh, wow.
Amen. Yeah. Craig says, okay, I'm adding that to the greatest. Now I'm a miracle, which makes me the greatest.
That's
Absolutely.
Right. I'm a miracle, which makes me the greatest. Dr. Beverly, it's so easy for us to love you. I'm blessed to have a wife like the one I got because we share similar hearts. You know, Lisa finds beauty where I find beauty, and I find beauty where Lisa finds beauty. We fall in love with the same things, and we also don't love the same things. So I'm blessed. So we feel that way about you.
Absolutely.
Just like we fell in love with Dr. Deborah Dunstan, like immediately. Although Dr. Deborah and Lisa connected before I connected to Dr. Deborah.
Yes.
They had connected first, okay? But I fell in love with her too. Okay, so that's our sister.
But we're just grateful to be back and on the other side of through. There's still some residual sniffles and a few coughs, but it's nothing like the first 5 days of this debacle.
Yeah. And it was tough. It was just, I was thinking of some moments, we took a time out. This is the sickest I can remember being. I couldn't remember being this sick before. Not like this. Not like this. But anyway, I'm feeling so much better today. I'm grateful to be here today, too.
But we are going to be mindful that doesn't mean we run headfirst into traffic.
But it seems like we've been away from this for a while.
Yes. Yeah. Well, we're still taking our time.
Okay. Cedric the Entertainer tells this funny joke about people who've been away from church for a long time. And then when they go back to church, they don't know how the church is supposed to run, how everything's supposed to go. It goes, I don't even know where to sit. They try to sit up in the choir stand and stuff. No, you don't sit there. Sit over here. You have to be told how to sit and where to sit. You got to get comfortable again. Ooh, that's what I'm saying. That's right in the middle of me, that phlegm ball, whatever it is.
Yeah, I don't really want to discuss it. But Dr. Beverly says, so Brian, why are you still trying to get Dr. Lisa to get a dog? He's not. Wait. Can y'all name the dog Miracle? No. We can't, and we won't, and we're not.
The dog. Okay, if y'all want to go there, we can.
We don't.
You know, she brought it up, and you read it.
And I read it because that's what we do. But we're not going to get a dog. But
I think I'm going to wait for a little bit longer, but we're going to get one, Dr. Beverly. And I think we're going to get one. Yeah. I started thinking about, I've been researching the golden doodles, and that dog requires a lot more daily exercise. I don't know if that fits us right now, but there are other dogs that require less, and we want to be good dog parents.
Or not.
If we're going to get a dog, we're going to be good dog parents. We're not going to be slackers. We're going to be good dog parents.
Why don't you just be a godparent? Be a dog godparent. Get it out of your system. Keep them. Be a god grandpa, a god auntie, or uncle. Look? However you want it to look. They're going away for the weekend. You keep them for the weekend. They need to come to stay with you for the day. Let them stay with you for the day. I am not against dogs. I simply don't want ownership.
We did do that before with Sister Stephanie Morris's dog, and we had a good time. We dog sat, I think, one. No, she brought the dog over to visit a couple of times, twice. and spent the day with the dog here, and that was great. And that was a pit bull, beefy dog too, and I love that dog. Yes.
I don't care what kind of dog. If you're just gonna get a dog to babysit, like to come visit, go find one of your neighbors. They got a couple of dogs on the street you might like.
You know, you could go to the ASPCA
but
and
you
walk them.
Yeah, but if that works, then go have at that. Then I don't even have to see
You
it.
can. You can walk several of them. You know, just visit and just walk a few dogs.
God bless you. Do they have like a time card where you can sign up as a foster parent?
Yeah.
Go ahead, go and
volunteer.
I'm not going.
You doing it? If I'm doing it, you coming with me.
No, I don't have
you
time.
You coming? Yes. You'll come walk the dogs with me, Lisa.
Uzama says daily exercise is a wonderful thing. Yeah,
yes, it is.
Dr. Beverly says time requires patience and focus to take time for yourself.
Yes, but brother,
that wouldn't be time for myself.
It'd be time for us.
No, thank you.
It'd be something we could do together.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
Nothing about that is.
I promise you, if I volunteer to go walk a dog, I'm gonna drag you with me.
Even him volunteering to be grandfather sitter,
yes,
is a job for me.
With me, not for you.
No, it's a job for me.
This is an usins thing.
Mm-hmm. No, thank you.
There's no way I can't even imagine me telling you, baby, I'm going to go walk dogs today, and you saying, okay, go ahead and go. That's not how it would go. Dr. Deborah, I'm telling you, if I told her that, and she knew that's how I intended to spend my afternoon, she would say, I get this hangout too. You know, I'll come too. I'll throw me some jeans and sneakers too. No. And she'll jump right in the car. Because you knew I said, I'm going to be gone for 2 hours, baby. I'm going to be gone for 2 hours walking dogs. And you'll be like, that sounds like fun. Why'd you put on your shades?
Because I felt like it, because I needed to obscure the reality of my eyes to let you know that I do not even want to have to pretend that this.
Did y'all just hear this exchange? I think I'm going to do that.
Yeah, Dr. Beverly, she says,
I think I'm going to do that.
OMG, what did I start?
It's like, 12, 13 minutes from here, there's the ASPCA of Cabarrus County. It's not that far from here. So
start a new business. Start a pet sitting business.
I don't want a pet sitting business.
Treat store right up street. Go hang a shingle and say, if you
I don't want a pet sitting business.
Get your dog out of your hair for a few minutes.
I don't want that.
Bring his hair over to me.
I don't want that.
Well, hey, Shirley, good morning.
There she is. Good morning, Sister Shirley. DJ Net Wyatt.
She said, I'm glad Brian and Dr. Lisa are feeling better. Well, thank
you. And we know you mean it. That's what means so much to me, that you are glad. I feel that you're glad that we're feeling better.
Time out is the topic of the day. Time out. What do you need a timeout for, and what do timeouts do for you, and how can you take a timeout so that you can be better the next time?
I can't do it today, but tomorrow, Lisa, we can get in the car in the afternoon and we can go visit. I'm bringing you with me, baby. You coming. You told me you go anywhere I take you. You coming with me. That's what she told me. That's the stuff she say when they trying to get you. I'll go anywhere you take me, Brian. That's what you said. She'll live anywhere I want to live. She'll go any place I want to take her. So I have to take care of my precious jewel and make sure I put her in places that are good for her and healthy for her and she's comfortable in. That's important to me. So I understand. We're going to go visit dogs tomorrow, baby. Block out like from 2 to 4 tomorrow on your calendar. From 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., let's block it out. This is exciting. Mm-hmm. I'm so glad that you suggested the be a dog, what do you call it? Godfather. I'm so glad you made the suggestion, baby. Because this way we get to satisfy both urges.
I don't have an urge.
It might get out of my system if I start walking them.
Go ahead. I don't have an urge at all. It's not satisfying.
Yeah, but you know I do.
It's satisfying for me. It's going to get it out of your system that you don't really want a dog.
And part of it is I want to do it with you, baby. So we gonna do it together.
You don't even understand how to read the feelings. Because I love dogs. I love them. I love Deirdre's dog, Cheech. I love
you do
that
love
dog.
Cheech.
I
That dog loves
love
you
that
too.
dog, and he loves me. And you know what I love the most? Walking away.
Yes.
And not having any responsibility
we'll visit our
for
friend
that
Deirdre.
dog.
She has a dog named Cheech. And
I call him Cujo.
I wish you would stop.
Why?
That's not his name.
He loves me. And he doesn't mind it. That's right, Uzama, the dog father.
The dog father. Ah. The dog father. That's the classic example. See, the thing is, you think I don't know how to read it and hear it. Here's what I know what will happen, though. Because I know you. I know you. You will fully embrace it.
I will. And when it's time to leave, guess what I'll do? Bye-bye now. See you next time.
If we had to take over Cheech, you would.
I have I have no problem house sitting for Cheech. I had no problem at all. Being there, hanging out, making sure that Cheech ate. As a matter of fact, I was the primary caregiver for Cheech while we were there.
You think you were?
I was. I made sure Cheech ate. I made sure Cheech got outside. I made sure that Cheech had someone
that dog
to play
is so
with.
cool because you don't. It loves people. You don't have to leash it at all ever. You can let it go and come. You walk outside, walk all around the house. The dog is not going to go stray far from you. Okay. And when you say come, he comes. That's it. That's what I like.
Dr. Beverly says a whole day timeout will have to be planned.
Yeah.
What do you do in a timeout besides standing in the corner facing the wall?
Exactly. That's part of the problem. You have to prepare for it. Because if you don't have a plan for your timeout, you'll do that. Either stand in the wall or you'll fill it with busy work. Projects that you have been putting off. Okay. Or projects that you had started and you want to complete. You know. So you got a plan. You got to go roller skating. We're going to go roller skating. We're going to go walk the dogs. We're going to go blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Yeah, no, what we're not going to plan for my timeout is more exertion. My timeout plan is my own. You plan
tomorrow,
your own timeout.
I want to go walk dogs. But here's what I want to do with the dogs. I want to walk the big dogs tomorrow.
Go right ahead.
Like the big ones. Because they have big cages for dogs and they don't get adopted as much. They don't get walked as much. So I want to walk the big dogs.
Enjoy yourself.
Because I know how to handle big dogs.
Good.
That's on your face. Right here.
You just want an excuse to touch me.
It was bread or something. I was like, how do you eat if you got it way up here?
I'm serious, Brian, about you and this dog walking thing.
Baby, just embrace it.
Listen, I'm not
It's coming, baby. We talk about it too much. It's coming.
No, we don't talk about it too much.
It's coming. Time out.
The thing about
here we go. Go ahead.
I hate to give away all my information.
Okay. But here you go.
No, I'm going to keep it to myself.
Mm-hmm. It's 9:41. This is a good time for us to say thank you to you guys. And the way we say thank you is with greeting songs and with greeting logos. This show that you've been watching has been going on Monday through Friday since October of 2016. We've done thousands of these episodes. Thousands. Monday through Friday since October 2016. Are you kidding me? Yes, we're into our 9th year of doing this. Lisa on my left for 9 years. And some of you guys have been rocking with us for years, like Miss Phyllis, like Dr. Beverly, been rocking with us for years. And some of you guys are consistent contributors, like Uzama Ra and Shirley DeJohnette Wyatt. And we say thank you. The way we say thanks is with greeting songs and with greeting logos. For example, do we need to read that last statement or did we already read it? Yeah, we read that already. Okay. For example, the first one up in the room today is Mr. Uzama Ra. He's a consistent contributor. He has a song, and it goes...
Bitcoin King, he's the Bitcoin... Wait a minute.
You're right.
Bitcoin King, he's the Bitcoin King.
Uzama.
Bitcoin King, he's the Bitcoin King.
Uzama.
My shimmies were going this way.
I know, I
see.
See, you gotta get back in the game. You gotta practice some more, you know?
Bitcoin King, he's the Bitcoin King. Uzama. I know it's because your turtleneck. I don't know where I start and where you I don't know.
See, tactical
Where
gear.
I ended with
Tactical
you.
gear. See,
Good
black on black.
morning, Uzam. I didn't know where my shoulders were at.
Doug Utsi, we got to get him a greeting jam, but Doug has got to be rap, old school rap or hip hop rap. Oh, Doug is into music now, but not just old school, new school rap. He produces music, is what he does. This man, he's my age. He's already retired from one career. Already retired with 20 plus years in the game. How about that? Peggy has a jam too. Peggy, Peggy, Peggy. Can't you see? Somehow your words just hypnotize me. She's going to motivate you every day. Peggy J. Evans is here to stay. So Doug Usey, Bonita Applebum, you got to put me on. Doug Usey got jam, got to come from that somewhere. Doug Usey got to come from that.
Moni in the middle. Where's she at? In the middle. Moni in the middle. Where that at? In the middle.
Miss Monica Allison.
Miss Monica Allison. Future Leaders LLC in Philadelphia.
Future Leaders LLC.
In Philadelphia.
Dr. Beverly has a logo and it goes, wait a minute. Dr. Beverly is on the show. Good morning, Dr. Beverly. And good morning to you and the rest of your crew. That's Dr. Beverly's jam. Antinobi has one too. This is one that we all can participate in. Put on your Nigerian voice. Take a lot of air into your body and say these words. Thank you, Antinobi.
I had air in my voice.
That's right. Miss Couture Green has a jam too, and it goes back to life, back to Couture Green.
However do you want it?
However do you need it?
Do you need
Good
it?
morning, Miss Couture Green. Our sister, our doppelganger, Couture Green. Dr. Deborah Dunstan has a song too.
Dr. Deborah, nonprofit strategist and funding coach.
That's my girl, Dr.
You're
Deborah.
rubbing on my neck and shoulder.
I've been rubbing on you all morning.
Yeah, but that was erotic.
For something exotic, erotic, and X-rated. Remember that?
No. I think you went into my pits. That was erotic. I don't know why. It just felt so sexualized.
I don't know what to say.
I
do this all the time.
I don't know what just happened.
This ain't new. I didn't mean to turn you on. I didn't mean to turn you on like that, man.
Miss Phyllis is here.
Miss Phyllis is here.
Miss Phyllis is here.
So clear the way.
Miss Phyllis.
Miss Phyllis is here. Now we can all have a great day. Good morning, Miss Phyllis.
Craig said,
1,000 degrees.
You be on your knees.
And you'll be burning, begging, please.
Brother
Freeze,
Freeze.
Craig. Let me borrow your VCR so I can dub a tape. Craig accidentally called us the other day.
Yeah, thinking we was somebody else. Shirley D. Jeanette, Wyatt will rock you, rock you.
Shirley D. Jeanette, Wyatt will rock you, rock you. Good morning, Shirley D. Jeanette, Wyatt.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
We got all the jams done that quickly.
Yep.
Cool. We got it all done in 5 minutes. That's amazing.
And we are excited to have spent the first day back in the best way with the best empowerment family that there is.
So, are you looking forward to your day? Are you going to have a good time today?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to be productive today? Today, will you remember that you are indeed a miracle? Yes, you are. Today, will you remember that you are the greatest? Yes, you are. There he is. Man, Mark Greer.
Craig said, LOL, that was funny. My cousins still let me have it. I bet they did.
That was funny. Mark Greer, thank you for your message today.
It was a good one.
It was a really good message today, Mark Greer. I got so much out of it. So I want to say thank you. I was hoping to see your face today. So we can say that.
I believe in miracles.
That's right. Mark Greer submits. I'm going to read this in the stylings of Mark Greer. And he says, good morning, my people. At the doctor's office and just got the chance to chime in. Make this a great day. Thank you, Margaret, for chiming in.
Thank you.
So wide you can't get around it.
So low you can't get under it.
So high you can't get over it.
Mark Greer is under a groove.
He's getting down just for the funk of it. Mark Greer is under a groove. Nothing can stop us now. Good morning, Mark Greer.
Amen.
Shirley Jeanette Wyatt says,
have a blessed day, everyone.
William Brown, I'm so happy that you made an appearance.
Happy today, fam. Great seeing you guys.
Good morning to our friend Will.
Nobody thinks like him still.
We love him so, and we always will.
Our friend Will.
I'm almost scared to put my hand on you again right there because throw you off again. Huh? Yes, sir. We are feeling much better than we were. He's just glad you're feeling better, my brother. Yes, man. Yes, sir.
He definitely is.
Is doing it again. Golly, man. I know what that means.
Oh, my God.
I got it. And Tony Leak, man, good morning again to you, sir.
We're grateful that you guys took time out to hang out with us on this Wednesday. Remember, it still is evaluation day.
Wednesday, you ask yourself 2 questions. Question number 1, what am I doing correctly? You know, and the second part is, what am I even doing kind of correctly? You don't even have to be doing it 100% right. I don't know if I want to ask myself that question this week but then again, because I don't think I've been as productive this week as I could have been, but my job was to heal. Mm-hmm. That was my primary job, to heal my body so that I can be more productive.
So then the question still is, what could you have done differently, or even a little bit differently?
If I had this time to do over again, what would I have done differently? I think I would have studied more. I would have read more. I
actually see it totally different.
What would you say?
I say that we should not wait 6 months to take a break from our everyday grind. That we should not take 6 months to take a time out. That we should not go day after day after day after day without taking a moment to just be.
Maybe we should schedule it.
Absolutely.
Like tomorrow afternoon between 2 and 4.
Not going to see them dogs. That's not my thing. If you want to, please do.
I want you to come with me.
Why?
Because you're my wife.
So he's going to force me.
I'm not going to force you.
Forcing me.
I'm not forcing you. Once a quarter, yeah. I had a dream once, and it's not too late to do this, to take a mini vacation every other month. That's 6 months out the year. And a mini vacation for me is 4 or 5 days. You know, every other month, 4 or 5 days. Go somewhere with my pretty wife. Go somewhere. That's when we got to say bye. We got to go.
See you guys tomorrow. In the meantime and in between time, don't forget to have sex.